Hi folks, I'm out here at the range on this beautiful fall day to talk about what I believe is one of the most iconic firearms ever developed in our country. It is the John Browning designed model of 1911 .45 caliber pistol. I have been wanting to do a video about the 1911 for quite a while. I just finally got around to it today. The particular 1911 that I have with me here is a Remington model 1911 R1. The reason I chose this one for the video, I actually have several different variations of the 1911. This is the closest one to the original military configuration that I own. Actually, the Remington version of the 1911 is a little bit of a combination of both the original model of 1911 pistol and the 1911A1 that came around circa 1926 or so. One of the things I did with this pistol, I'm one of the people that likes a curved backstrap on my 1911. When this originally came from the factory, and the 1911 R1, as a rule, all come with the straight backstrap. This one I switched out so that I've got the curved backstrap on it, or the curved mainspring housing rather, because it fits my hand a little bit better. In this configuration, this pistol is very close to the one that I carried during my time in the United States Marine Corps. In fact, as a military policeman, I carried a 1911 almost every day, and I received a considerable amount of training on it. And I think that's one of the reasons I actually like that curved mainspring housing, because that's what was on my 1911A1 that I carried. This particular firearm has been around in constant service for our military now for over a century. And in fact, the Marine Corps just recently commissioned a brand new updated version of the 1911 for their new standard issue military pistol. Why on earth would a firearm over a century old still be useful to our military? I think this goes back to the genius of John Browning and the design of this pistol. He put together a firearm that could be fired with one hand that was capable of handling the .45 caliber ACP cartridge, and I think the effectiveness of that cartridge in the hands of our troops during the course of 2 world wars, Korea, Vietnam, and even up into our modern conflicts today in Iraq and Afghanistan, have given this firearm, or this pistol, almost a legendary status with American shooters. Beyond that, it has been used by police officers, it's used by competitive shooters. The list goes on and on for the people who actually use this firearm on almost a daily basis. Why is it so popular? One reason is because it can be fired accurately, very, very quickly as a result of its single action trigger system, and the fact that you can put those big .45 caliber slugs on target very rapidly. Also, it can be reloaded very quickly. As with any type of a semi-automatic firearm that has a magazine system that can be detached and reloaded, this can be reloaded very, very quickly. So not only can it be fired very quickly and effectively, it can be reloaded very quickly and put back into action. It is also a very reliable firearm. It does not malfunction very often at all. This particular 1911 R1 that I'm holding here has never malfunctioned during a time that I've been firing it. And I'm going to do a little bit of shooting here in a couple of minutes just to give you an idea of what this thing is capable of. But before I get into that, I just want to finish saying that this particular pistol, the only thing that really deviates from a military 1911 on this is the sights. The sights on this are a little higher profile. They do have a 3-dot system, and that's probably the one improvement over my .45 that I carried when I was in the Marine Corps that I would like to have seen. The sights on the standard issue pistol were very small. They were not particularly easy to see, and they didn't give the greatest sight picture. So that one improvement really adds to the effectiveness of this particular 1911 that I have here today. With all that out of the way, let's do some shooting and see what this is capable of. Okay, we're going to start out with a little bit of accuracy shooting to begin with. We'll take a look at how that goes, and then we'll move into a little bit faster combat style shooting. Okay, this is what I would call pretty much characteristic accuracy from the standard 1911. My first 5 shots were a little bit low, right here. I saw that, I adjusted my point of aim, and my next 5 shots are right here, just over an inch. I'm firing at 30 feet or 10 yards. And again, that's just about what I'd expect from a good 1911 with decent ammunition. Now let's move into a little bit faster shooting, and we'll see how it does with that. And as you can see, even when you pick up the pace, there is no problem whatsoever keeping those big .45 caliber bullets in the center chest of the target. Once more, this is exactly the appeal that the 1911 and the .45 ACP have had all these years. You can shoot it that quickly, and you can put those bullets effectively on target. I hope you enjoyed the video on the 1911. If you have any questions or comments, please leave them below. Other than that, see you next time, and good shooting. Bye-bye.